What's up, guys? Welcome back. Highside Broadcasting coming back to you guys live again here for Talladega this time, and gonna add some guys to the field here. Alright, here we are. Right to qualifying. Alright, so the top 6 now are winners this season. Elliott needs to rebound big time. Oh my gosh. .38 lapper here at Dega. Should be a fun one. Green flag here. I went one too far. Hamlin and Byron out front again. What's new? Those two have been fast all year, but both of them have only won once. Byron, Hamlin. Here we are. Ty Gibbs, a big move down the front stretch here. Wow, all 4 Gibbs cars and Tyler Reddick are all up here. Holy Toyotas, you got 200 cars, 300 cars up here. Including Elliott finally showing his name towards the front here. It's been a struggle for him this season. Big time, and DNFing dead last at Martinsville a week ago. Ty Gibbs, a great run. Blaney, 2-time winner. Can he get 3 before anybody else manages to win more than once? We look through the field here. Michael McDowell, again, another great run here. Right behind Chastain, running 18th or 16th. Reed Sorensen, Cody Ware, Timmy Hill making debuts today. Anthony Alfredo, you see Riley Herbst back there. Austin Hill's up here somewhere. Right there. Hamlin's still out front. William Byron right there. You see some more Gibbs cars and come on. Caesar, stop it. All right, here we are. It's going again. Denny Hamlin out front. William Byron, Ty Gibbs now looking for second. Under Byron, not there. Going to get third, though. Bubba Wallace up here. All 6 competitive Toyotas in this race are up here. Jones and Nemechek back a little farther. Here's Joey Logano. Dang, Independent had awful starts to this season. Awful starts for them, too. Hamlin leading every lap so far. Byron and Gibbs are right there. Larson and Bubba Wallace, the top 5. Elliott falling outside the top 10. Six Toyotas inside the top 10 right now. Two Fords, one Chevy. Byron, the only Chevy right there in second. Then you got Chevys 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th. So, they're coming. Fords are surprisingly struggling here. Byron, meanwhile, is taking the lead from Hamlin. Ty Gibbs up to 6th. You see Larson and Wallace and Truex and Bell and Keselowski and Reddick all on the bottom there. Hamlin going to lose some spots. William Byron. Ty Gibbs, Kyle Larson all right there, trying to get by William Byron for the lead. 8 laps into this 38-lapper here. Elliott rounding out this lead pack, and then a second pack with both Trackhouse cars in it. Bowman and Buescher, Logano, Stenhouse, Jones, and Cindric are all in this. Gregson, Nemechek, Berry, Briscoe. You see Austin Hill hanging on to that draft. And then back a little further, Alfredo and Preece. And then another pack back here. Michael McDowell's fallen way back. 28th. Oh, I thought that might be a wreck. Are we 4 wide here? 3 wide still. I thought McDowell was about to crash there with Riley Herbst and Justin Haley. I really thought that was going to be a wreck. That was close there down the back stretch. Meanwhile, this is probably the most aggressive pack so far when it comes to racing. Pretty big pack here still. Austin Dillon running out the field. Awful run so far for Dillon. Meanwhile, Byron still at the front. Gibbs, Wallace up to 3rd. Larson now being passed on the outside. Hamlin behind him. Truex underneath, but doesn't really have any draft help down there. You can see the different packs here. 4-car breakaway from the rest of this group. 6 cars, 7 cars behind these 4 cars trying to drive away here. Bubba Wallace to the outside of Gibbs. Both of them actually getting a run here on William Byron. Toyota versus Chevy in this one, but Keselowski creeping to the front. We saw this at Daytona. All the Fords crept to the front late. We saw many lead changes, many passing. That was a fun race, Daytona was, but here we are, Keselowski, Blaney. The Fords representing the front. Both of them won. Well, Keselowski, I thought he was going to win. Blaney ended up winning a crazy race at Martinsville a week ago. See here, 2x2, a lot of these guys making passes here. Suarez leading this group. Chastain, Jones, Buescher trying to get by Bowman. See Logano, Stenhouse, and Cindric rounding out this field. This field is broken into 7 or 8 different groups. See Gregson, Nemechek, this one's single file here. Alfredo, Berry, Briscoe, Hill, and Priest. 3 Stewart-Haas cars in this group. McDowell, Haley, and Hocevar trying to drive away from this insane group here. 3 wide. Teammates close. Allmendinger and Hemrick. Now you got Dillon going through the middle of Gilliland and LaJoie. This is the group to watch here. Herbst right there. Cody Ware, Reed Sorensen, Di Benedetto. Racing hard for the back of the pack here. Truex up to 3rd now. Keselowski creeping. Gibbs underneath him. Really low down the front stretch. You see Wallace and Blaney kind of wiggly there down the front stretch before they got into the tri-oval. This group's spreading apart a little bit. Looks like, so this is why you run single file. These cars that were single file have caught this pack. The ones that were racing, and now this pack's quite a bit bigger now. Maybe they can run down the leaders. That'd be impressive if they did. You see McDowell running 27th right now, struggling pretty big. Haley, Hocevar, his teammate, Zane Smith, and then Custer right there. Looks like Cody Ware, Reed Sorensen, Todd Gilliland starting to lose the draft, but they're still right there. Wow, this lead pack is racing pretty hard. They've got a solid lead over the other packs. Larson, Truex close there off of 4. So far, this thing's been green all the way. Elliott up to 6th. Now he's on the outside, losing some spots back there. So it looks like the top 11 are in a pack. And then 12th through 26th are all pretty close. And then 27th through 31st. And then the final group. So about 4 packs here. That's 32nd through 41st. Meanwhile, Byron has lost the lead. Ty Gibbs to the point. Larson, Truex, Blaney all getting by. Battle for the point lead has been William Byron versus Denny Hamlin this season. caution free so far. And again, now it's 5 cars starting to break away from the second group. The second group got to racing. Chase Elliott has pulled away from that group just a little bit. He's up to 6th, trying to catch on to the top 5 here. Caesar! Caesar! Single file now this group is right on the back stretch, the top 11. Elliott has caught the tail end of this group. 2 Toyotas, 3 Chevys, and a Ford now. 3 Chevys, all of which are Hendrick cars. Ty Gibbs still leading this thing. Daytona 500 champion from last year, Kyle Larson, and the Daytona 500 champion from this year, William Byron, both up here towards the front. Here we are, Larson looking underneath him. I don't think he's quite there. He's going to get there, though, before the end of the corner. And Kyle Larson, not there quite yet. The top 6 cars have pulled away now. A second from 7th through 11th. This thing's been green all the way so far. Martin Truex Jr. now to the lead. Larson underneath Gibbs as well. Oh, they're coming back again. Elliott's here. Blaney's come back. Reddick, they're all back again. They get to racing, they drive away a little bit, and then they reel them back in. Halfway through this thing, massive pack behind this group of cars. Here we are. See, 2 groups ended up mixing here, and they're all together. Chastain, Cindric, Suarez, Anthony Alfredo has drove his way to the front of this group. Bowman, Briscoe right there. Busher, Noah Gragson, Austin Hill, Ryan Preece, Josh Berry, Ricky Stenhouse, all in this group. Martin Truex Jr. still out front. We've had 3 or 4 different leaders through this thing so far. Elliott all the way to the bottom here. Underneath Bubba Wallace up to 4th. Blaney and Bell right behind him. Again, Christopher Bell been super quiet this season, but still consistently towards the front. Hamlin and Keselowski have just paddled all day in the back of this pack, 10th and 11th. But I'm sure they'll get there. Towards the end of this thing, they'll be closer to the front. I don't know if in real life if Truex has ever won a super speedway race, but leading here so far. Can Truex get it done? Most of these guys going for their second win of the year. Elliott going for his first win of his career when it comes to this series. Struggle of a season last year. It's been pretty bad so far this year for the 9 car. Hendricks right now, second, third, and fourth. Larson, Byron, and Elliott. Truex out front. 4-car breakaway again, but Blaney already starting to reel this group in again. This group consists of all 4 Joe Gibbs cars, both 2311 cars, 3 Hendrick cars, a Penske car, and Roush Fenwick Keselowski car, which is Brad Keselowski himself. Coming to 16 to go. 22 laps in, about to be 23 laps in. Larson underneath Byron, Elliott, Blaney going with him. The only guy in this group that hasn't won is the 9. Blaney, the first multi-winner so far. Blaney to 4th. I doubt we'll see lap traffic in this one. 18 seconds back, yeah, we won't. Elliott to the outside of Larson. I don't think that's going to work. No, it's glitching. Again, this is the first time, though, I think it's done it twice in one race. That's probably not a good thing. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Please don't crash on me. Gonna be so pissed if this thing crashes. Caesar, stop! There we go, continuing. Bell and Keselowski in danger of actually losing this pack because those two, specifically them two, have fallen off. It's not like it's a whole pack that's fallen off, it's those two, so we will see if they can reel them back in. There's a good chance they do. Elliott losing all the spots now that he gained. I think those two have lost it. Keselowski and Bell, I believe they've lost it. 1.4, 1.6, so they're 8/10 behind. Those two could have lost it. Larson looking underneath the 19 of Truex here. Is he going to get there? No, those two are coming roaring back. I don't think they've lost it. This pack has 7 seconds over the second group. Yeah, they've caught this pack back. 9 to go. Sorry, 13 to go. Hamlin up to third. Gibbs cars are first, third, fifth. 200 cars there in second and fourth. Oh, come on. Larson looking again here. He's not going to get under him. Truex going to continue with the lead. Hamlin. No, it was close. Hamlin to the outside now. Here comes William Byron. Can the Hendrick cars sweep the 2 super speedway races so far this season? Hendrick's on the bottom. Gibbs on the top. 3 Gibbs cars on the top. 3 Hendrick cars if you include the 9 there on the bottom. This has literally turned into Hendricks versus Gibbs with a little bit of Roush, a little bit of Penske, and a little bit of 2311 in the mix. Looking low again, not going to get there. Clearly not going to get there. Truex going to be able to cut him off here. Byron again underneath Hamlin. We're coming to 7 to go. Truex out front. See 5 cars again breaking away from the rest of the group, but I'm sure they'll reel them back in. That's typically how this race is played out. Bubba Wallace right now leading that group in 6th. 5-car breakaway, but I'm sure they're going to reel them in. They already are. There they come. He's bringing Bell with them. The other 4 still hanging back a little bit. Byron looking underneath Larson. He is not quite going to get there, but he is past Reddick. I believe Tyler Reddick won this race last year. I believe Talladega was actually Reddick's only win of the season, and Reddick has already won this year, going for another one. Hamlin underneath him, Christopher Bell coming with. Again, you're going to hear it all year. The defending champion, Christopher Bell, won 3 times last year. I believe Byron won 3 times last year. Hamlin won 3 times last year. Larson won 4 or 5 times. I think 4, maybe 5. I know Truex won 6 times, and Ross Chastain won 7 times. It's been a slow start to the year for Ross. He's been consistent, though, running 19th. Looks like he's fallen a little farther back in that pack. He's led that pack for most of the way. Looks like Logano leading that pack 9.5 seconds back from the leader. Lap traffic is not going to happen today. Coming to 5 to go here. Cody Ware, 23 seconds back. Won't see lap traffic. We haven't for most of this season, but looks like Elliott now at the tail end of this group running 11th. Still under a second from the leader. Tells you how close all these guys are. It's been a bad year for Elliott. Not going to sugarcoat it. We'll see if he can turn it around. Larson here all over Martin Truex Jr. Hamlin still 3rd. Bell 4th. Wallace 5th. You got Keselowski looking on Byron for 6th. Byron has fallen back Gibbs back there. Once these guys fall to about 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, they don't seem to get back to the front very quickly. Truex has led this way for quite a while now. 3 wide back there with Elliott, Gibbs, and Byron. Gonna sort it out now. Hamlin and Wallace on the outside, Bell on the inside. Here comes Keselowski. Thought he had the race won a week ago. Ended up going to Blaney for his 2nd win. Only driver with 2 wins this year. Brad Keselowski up inside the top 5 now. Won 1 time a year ago. Same with the 23 of Wallace. Won 1 time a year ago. Blaney looking 3 wide. Not going to quite be able to make that move. Keselowski looking on 4th now from Hamlin. Larson can't quite get underneath the 19. Coming to 4 to go. Or coming to 3 to go. Coming to 3 to go. 5-car breakaway again. Blaney now leads that pack in 6th. Gibbs right behind him. Wallace. Can they reel this pack down? They should be able to. We'll see if they can make passes or not. Kyle Larson has not been able to make that pass on the 19. Christopher Bell up into this mix. Keselowski underneath him looking for 3rd. He's picking them off 1 by 1. Having no issue doing it. Keselowski in the mix 2 weeks in a row. He's had a solid start to the year, but the last 2 weeks he's been competitive, going from the shortest track on the game to the biggest track in NASCAR. That pack is not catching these top 5 cars very quickly. Only 3 to go. Coming to 2 to go this time. Can Keselowski pick another one off? It seems like they get to 3rd and then they just get passed. These top 2 have not been passed for a while. It's been Truex and Larson. There he is. Keselowski to the outside. Hamlin underneath him. Larson, they're getting a little wiggly now down the front stretch, making moves. They're all going to end up in the same position they were, though. 2 to go. Martin Truex Jr. Can he win his 2nd race of the year? Larson behind him, and those guys have fallen off. There is no saving them. This is a 6-car breakaway. Blaney has caught this group. He's brought, I think Gibbs and Reddick might be too far back, but yeah, no. Elliott, Byron, Wallace, they are out of this thing at this point. They have fallen too far back, and I think Gibbs, Reddick, they're all too far back. This is a 6-car breakaway. Blaney was the only one that was able to run him down. Keselowski was able to nose ahead of Larson, but Larson in the preferred line. Bell now underneath Hamlin, bringing Blaney with him. This is now turned into 1 Hendrick car, 3 Gibbs car, 1 RFK car, and 1 Penske car. Gibbs with the majority favor. Blaney and Hamlin close. Reddick, Gibbs, Elliott, they're closing, but they're not going to get there with 1 to go. 3 wide for 4th. White flag is in the air. Truex, will he be passed? I don't think Larson's going to be able to. Bell almost underneath him there. That was close. I think this is Martin Truex Jr.'s day. 1 final run here by the 5-car Larson. He's not even going to have enough momentum to make the pass. It's going to have to be coming to the line if he's going to be able to do it. Out of turn 4 for the final time. Larson looking low. He has help. Is he going to be able to get underneath Martin Truex Jr. right here? Not quite going to be able to. And across the line, Martin Truex Jr. is your Talladega winner. It is crazy how Talladega had a more normal result than most of these races have this season. You can see the finishing order right there. And that is it. Well, guys, that is going to do it. We have Auto Club, Richmond, Charlotte, Dover, Pocono, the next couple races here. So that is going to do it, guys, for this week. All right. See you guys next time.